From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So UNLV's offense will have its first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feet.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Now, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Powers through the defender. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Let's talk for a minute about LSU.
How am I playing fucking LSU and he's going against SMU, bro?
A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it.
Throws toward the end zone.
Good defense.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that.
Why the fuck would they schedule me against fucking LSU?
This drive will open from the 15. Here's the
Nice,
handoff.
block nobody.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
But I can't even.
It's Lee. And the defense had that
fucking
well
icon.
covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Anderson. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback at the 17. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the UNLV Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Crosses the 45. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can.
Bro, why the fuck would you put me against LSU?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of...
He's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Calandria. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go.
Bro, y'all can't guard fucking anybody.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
LSU lining up first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it...
Turning on the Jets. He's now up to 58 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Rebels are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of two.
Oh, a lot of space. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top.
Catch the fucking ball.
This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Catch the fucking ball.
Look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take.
There he goes! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Works the middle of the field. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Durham. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. Tight end trying to get in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. He wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what.
Off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense...
He's going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Turning it on! Good vision and determination there to find its way up to the 23. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tigers' offense will have the football first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Sharp. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hilton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Off-play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UNLV's offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The LSU Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed.
He's got it on the outside. Green grass down the middle. Touchdown LSU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Durham. At midfield, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. He is absolutely bringing it, as an LSU running back should, and no half-hearted tackle is going to bring him down.
Nah, running angry. I love my running backs that run angry and physical and make you feel it every time they run.
It's a running move.